we will touch upon with related to backup and restore. The backup, whenever you make any changes, always it is good to take the backup of the startup configuration, and you can change the things. In the worst case, if those things is creating some specific problem, always you can restore back the original configuration. For that, it will be very easy. Take the backup of the startup configuration. We will see how to take the backup of startup configuration. For taking the backup, we required a TFTP server where you can dump all the configuration into the TFTP server. Same way, we can also take the backup of the iOS the image onto the TFTP server. In order to take the backup, what are the prerequisite things that you need to check it up like? The first one, you need to check the access to the TFTP server. You should have the TFTP service should be installed on one of the machine. It can be a client or a server, and ensure that there should be a reachability. Reachability should be there to the TFTP server from the router. Need to check the space available on the server. Then the third step, you need to check any file naming convention that you need to use it. Finally, if it is required, you can create a file on the server. Then you can directly go to the router and run the command for taking the backup. The same way even for restoration also. So in our practicals, we will see how we can take the backup of the startup configuration, how to take the backup of even the iOS also. So let us directly move on to the practicals. So for this, let me connect to the remote lab. Connected to the router R1. Router R1. I need to take the backup of the startup configuration. For that, I need to install the TFTP. So for that, already I have got a TFTP server. Just I have downloaded and kept it. And you have to ensure to which interface that you have configured. That also you need to check. Let me check the interface IP address. 192.168.10.100. So let me assign to that 192.168.10.100. So this is where exactly it will go into the store the current directory, the software TFTP 64. You minimize this. Now I should see the reachability also. So this will be my TFTP server. I will see whether I can reach ping 192.168.10.1 and usually the router IP. I am able to reach to that. So 10.1 I am reachable. Same way. So enable Cisco is the password. Ping 192.168.10.100. Am I reachable to TFTP server? I am reachable to TFTP server. Again from the TFTP server also I am reachable to the router. So these things you need to cross check. That is very important. And TFTP service should be running on the TFTP server on that machine. After that, straight away you can go for copy start to TFTP. It is asking for address or the name of the remote host. Let us give that 192.168. So 10.100. The destination file name. So if you want to change something else, I will give it as R1 config configuration, R1 configuration. So let us give that, and it got copied. Let us copy it to the TFTP server. If it is not been copied, it would have pop up with an error. Now once it has copied, now let us see if I erase the startup configuration, I can able to get back. So for that I will erase show start. Configuration is available. Let me erase start. Erasing the NVRAM file system will remove all configuration files. Continue, confirm, enter. If I say show start, start of configuration is not present, then what we need to do? So reload. It will ask for the saving the configuration, what is there in the running. Let's see that. Now I am reloading the router after erasing the startup configuration. The worst case, suppose if I make any changes in the startup configuration, then it is creating an impact on the production environment. That configuration I need to remove and reload with my original configuration. In such cases, normally we can use this specific option. But in my lab, what I am doing is I am completely removing the startup configuration, and I am showing how we can restore that startup configuration directly from the TFTP server. We'll see that how we can able to do that. So let it is getting loaded. Let it get loaded. Yeah, the router has got booted up, and whenever we don't have a startup configuration, as I told you in the theory, it will enter into a setup mode. So now the router has entered into the setup mode. Would you like to enter into the initial configuration dialog? I will say no. Would you like to terminate the auto install? Yes, I will say yes. So whatever the value that is available in the bracket now, those are all the default values. Now you have entered into the router, enable. I lost all the host name configuration, everything. Show init brief. Show IP init brief. So now I need to get connected to the TFTP server. For that I need to assign for one of the gig Ethernet interface the specific address, and we will try to copy it, so that we should establish a connectivity between the router and the TFTP server. So config t init g0/0 IP add 192.168.10.1. We have to give subnet mask 0, no shit, exit. We need to ping to the TFTP server 192. What is my TFTP server address? 192.168.10.100. So if I can able to ping to that, then I can go ahead and restore the configuration. It's not pinging. So it is taking some time. Now it is start to ping. Now I could able to ping to 192.168.10.100. Now we need to restore. Copy TFTP start. address or name of remote host 192.168.10.100. Then what is the source file name? Source file name is r1 hyphen configuration. This is the source file name. Then what is the destination? Where exactly you want to restore it? To the startup config. So let us take the default value. It will try to access the TFTP, ensure that the TFTP server should be up and running at this time. So then it will get copied to the startup configuration. Now copy start to running configuration. You get back all the configuration what you copied. So everything it is available now. Whatever the passwords, the host name, anything that you have been set, everything it will come back. So this is how we can take the backup of startup configuration, as well as we can also restore the startup configuration. Now in the next exercise we will see how we can take the backup of the iOS.